Hey guys, did you know that if you win your morning, it's more than likely you're going to have a positive, powerful and fulfilling day? Well, I know that sounds like common sense, but I cannot tell you how many people I've met who complain about their mornings, that they don't have enough time for themselves. The kids are screaming, there's tension, there's yelling, they have to rush to get to work, they have to get through the traffic, navigate that, and always complaining about the traffic. Well, listen. Let's look at changing our habits, changing our routines, mixing it up a little bit so as you can ultimately win your morning. Because in doing so, you ultimately set yourself up to feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And that's really the goal here, right? At the end of each day, you really should ask yourself, do I feel fulfilled or frustrated? Right? And the goal of every day is to feel fulfilled. So to do so, first, here are some tips that's going to help you to win your morning. The first one is you've got to have an alarm to set that goes off in the evening that will remind you to switch off your screens and to prepare yourself for bed and to get into bed earlier where possible, on time at least, to ensure that you get a minimum 8 to 9 hours sleep. Now, I know for some of you thinking that's too much and I thrive on 6 or 7. That's fine, do what you wish. However, the science is telling us today, right, and there's been extensive studies that have found that 8 to 9 hours is ideal to achieve optimal cognitive function throughout the day. 8 to 9 hours sleep. So take it or leave it. But I would recommend have a little chime that goes off. I have mine that goes off at 8:45 p.m. It reminds me I've got 15 minutes to turn my devices off, to turn screens off, right? Because we don't want to go to bed after looking directly at a screen with that blue light, stimulating our brain. We don't want that. It's not going to give us the best night's sleep. So at least half an hour, if not an hour before, we want to turn the screens off. So come 9 o'clock, screens are off for me. I've got half an hour now to get into bed. I can talk to my wife, I can do a little reading, take a shower, do whatever I need to do. But then bed by 9:30, it gives me another half an hour to maybe lay in there and read or talk to my wife or just go to bed earlier before 10 p.m. And that way, when I get up at 6, I can get up at 5:30 sometimes when I naturally wake up. Other times not later than 6 is what I allow myself to do. Then I've got myself a good 8 to 8.5. It's never less than 7.5 hours. That's a consistent routine that I've established. I encourage you to find something that works for you, but make it consistent. And so I encourage you to get to bed early if you can, get a good 8 to 9 hours sleep, and have those screens off before you go to bed. The second tip is to make sure that you wake up on time. So set an alarm, put your alarm well away from your bed if you're someone that tends to like to hit the snooze button. Just put your phone, your alarm well away from your bed, right? So you have to actually get up and actually touch it. And then get out of bed. Something you could do is have some affirmations that you read the night before to remind you why you need to get out of bed on time. Like, what is there to look forward to? What is there that you could achieve? And how can you win your day? And all that stuff just to remind you of, right, build that motivation for getting out of bed on time. That's the second tip. The third tip is to create some positive rituals, some routines, some habits that you establish yourself in each and every day. Right now, I think Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So it's time to mix it up a little, right? Mix it up a bit. Try on new routines, explore. There's a useful technique I find, it's called the 1-3-5-7 technique. And that is that you create a new routine, you write it out and you decide this is the time I'm going to get up, this is what I'm going to do for my morning routine, and you give it a go for a day. And then you tweak it, you modify it, you scrap some stuff or add some stuff, you tweak it. And then you do that for 3 days. And then again, you tweak it. And then again, you do it for 5 days. And then again, you tweak it, you review it, you tweak it. And then you do it for 7 days. And then you review it and you tweak it. And by that stage, you hope that you found something that's really nice and efficient for you. For me, it's like up at no later than 6. I'm on my meditation mat by 6:20, 6:25. Then I meditate till 6:45 thereabouts. And then I strategize till 7:15. So that's a good 20 minutes of strategy thereabouts. And then I stretch for a good 15 or 20 minutes. And then I walk my son to his bus stop so I can spend some time with him. And it's just a beautiful routine that works for me. You've got to create one for yourself. You've got to work on like non-negotiable, doing it for a certain amount of time and then reviewing to determine if it's the right one for you until you've found a routine that fits, right? Do it for 40 days, it becomes a habit. So I hope that helps you to win your morning, because really if you do win your morning, I have no doubt that's going to help you. That's really going to set you up for a powerful, positive and fulfilling day. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you care, please share. And otherwise, wishing you a wonderful day. Thanks.